Good day to you. This is Lone Wolf from Nozzle Recordings, and I've had some requests on how to do a scratch looper, so I'm going to take you through one that I did, or one that I finished yesterday, which is this one. And of course it's a scratch looper, so you want the beats that you put in to the little flash movie to loop, so you can endlessly scratch over it without having to stop your computer and play the track again. So it should leave you with this. Yes, a different selection of beats which you can have on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've got 6 buttons there, or you can have it on as many different buttons as you want, or do whatever you want really, and you can have hyperlinks to all of these names and everything. So that's what we're going to do today. We're going to show you how to create this, and I'm going to use all the the same type of templates as I use to do this. It might not be 100% exact, but it's going to be nigh on. Okay. So what I've got is I've got a program called Swish Max. By the way, if you can hear my computer whirring in the background, it's unfortunately you just have to put up with it because it's fairly close to the microphone. There's no other way I can change it around. But anyway, so yes, I've got this program called Swish Max. Lots of people who are watching this might have come across it before. They might be whizzes at it. I don't know. All I know how to do with it is make a scratch looper. So, and that's why you're obviously watching this. So, yes. Okay. So what happens when you first load it up is this, and you get this sort of workspace, should we call it, here. And what you should have sort of an idea of what you would like to put in your looper. So what pictures, or whether you want to use to cue the beats up via an image or text or whatever. So you should have some ideas. So what I've done is I've put my different things that or items, images that I want to have on my looper. I've put it in here, pre-prepared. So this is what I did originally. So first of all you have to choose a background picture. Now, that one's for later, but this one, there's my background picture there. And so it's in a PNG, but I think you can drop over JPEGs. So it's literally just drag and drop. So you just drag and drop that background into there. As you can see, it's not quite fitting there. Oh, it is. Oh, I think that's because I used it before. But usually you can just drag that, and that will change your actual workspace. But in this case, it's bang on. So again, if you have a little picture, say that big, you can click on this, drag that down and make it smaller to fit around your picture. Okay, so I'm just going to line that up there, and hopefully that should be in the bottom as well. That's fine. So that's your basic background picture there, and that's one I have chosen. Now what we want to be doing is adding, now in my one, as you see, I've got our nozzle logo there, which is a bit of an animation, like an effect on it. So we'll do that first. So I'll go back into my files, which I have pre-prepared. Click on my nozzle logo. Again, that's a PNG. Obviously, if it was a JPEG, you would have like a white background around this, but because it's a PNG, that's coming really big. Hang on. So what you've got to do, if it comes in that big, it just means the resolution of that logo is really big. I think it's Control and a minus, and that will allow you to do that, to zoom out. And if you press Shift and just resize that, and it keeps the aspect ratio, so it's not tall and slim or short and fat. So we just want to zoom back in, so you can go down the bottom left hand corner here go 100%, and that knocks it back up. You can change this workspace whenever you want. Now, I'm going to make that a little bit smaller, I think. About that size. Again, that's just using Shift to resize that. So I'm going to put that there. As with my one, as I said, it's just moving a little bit. Now, it's very easy to add an effect on. All you would do is right click. You go to Effect, and you go down to, there's many different effects. These are the appear in position ones, there's the disappear from position ones. You can get looping continuously, and for every one that you put in, you can sort of change the parameters within that specific one. So, I'm going to choose, what I had it on, I think it was gravity. So, where's gravity? Gravity. Are you there, gravity? Gravity, drop it. I think that might be it. So I'll just click that. And as you can see in the top left hand corner, this is the timeline. So it'll play all through the timeline, and once it gets to this point, it'll repeat. Now, the toolbar's changed for some reason. Drag them over. Okay, so what you can do is this button up here is your preview button. So this will make this work area come to life as if you had just rendered it. So it gives you, it's a preview of what you've just done. So we've just added an effect onto the nozzle layer of the timeline, gravity drop, and it's linked to this because it's highlighted. So we want to see what it does. So if we press play movie, there you go. And then it keeps looping to there and loop to there. Now if we to make any more changes, you've got to stop it. If you just click the effect, you can slow the effect down by dragging out the timeline. So then it's going to be slower because you've dragged it out, almost time stretched it. There you go. So that's going around a lot slower now. You can just change it around however you want. You can go